Here's a new one. What I know is not the right. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just made by a different company because it's $180 for this. 100 bucks for it, 20 bucks for this. So good deal on that one. I'm not paying $180 for a freaking dock that does the same thing. But like I said, here's the switch. It will not charge at all. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday, and today we're gonna go for a walk, right, Jake? We're gonna take a walk up the road. Wanna go? We'll go for a walk. Oh, I know. It's actually pretty nice outside. I was outside already watering plants, so it's kind of cool, but it's not super cold. I'm also wearing my one-piece hoodie. See? One piece. I got a hoodie. It's also a giant thing on the back. I can't show you the back part because it's on my back. But, yeah. Anyways, guys, let's get this intro. Come back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Before we start the video, I'm trying to get your like, subscribe, and click the bell. Hey, Expeditor Retro to you guys. If you missed some. Alright, guys, like I said, I was out here watering my. I hope this plant comes back out soon. I don't know why. It lost all the leaves and then they come out. It might be trying to come out. See the little things? It might be. There might be little leaves coming out. I hope so. Hope these come out and they regrow, because I don't know. That's happened to my last one I had planted outside last year. They did that and then they dropped the leaves and then they come back out and then something just then the whole plant just disappeared. The tree just disappeared. I think we hit a llama or someone did. My bad. But yeah, hopefully. Why is this open? What is it? Hold on, Jake. Why is this open? Hold on, guys. I gotta fix this so the cat don't jump down it. That's a well, by the way. That's a deep well, by the way. It's like 300, almost 400 feet, I think. Yeah, I think it's like 380. It's a big well. That's how deep you have to go around here. Right here is like the worst place for a well, but that's where they put it at. Like down the road, like a few hundred feet. Oh, you could get a well like 100 feet, or even up the road. It's pretty easy. But of course, our reservoir right there is really. Actually, we have really good water. If you have like a well, that water wasn't the best. They put it in. They said, well, I don't know. They said it was okay. Jake, hold on, Jake. I gotta do something. Come here, Jake. We gotta do something. Come here. Come up here, Jake. We gotta do something. Also, guys, update on my switch. Which, yeah, my uncle, which lives like, I don't know, down the road. He literally, like, right down the road. He has an artesian well, and it's, like, the best well around here. They're actually so good, they put it in a thing at the, courthouse, or not the courthouse, like, it's so good. It's, like, one of the best wells around. It has so much water. It's, like, the best tasting water. It has the minerals and all kinds of stuff in it. It's really good. But, our well sucks. That well, it's not our well. Technically, they drilled it, like, way before I was born. That's what my dad drank out of. Actually, before that, they had another well. They actually had a cistern, which is just where it catches rainwater. And then before that, they had a shallow well, which sucked, and it kept going dry all the time. So eventually, they paid the money and had that drilled. And then they didn't have like a good enough filter on it or something, so it's not the best tasting water. Apparently, I don't know. Well, I think it was pretty good actually. I know they used to complain about the. Oh my gosh, they used to have a. Why is everything so muddy today and rainy? It sucks. They had a cistern, which is that thing. It's like that big concrete thing where they used to keep water, and it used to freeze in winter time also because they didn't build it quite right. But yeah, my dad used to drink rainwater when he was a kid. He was like, yeah, for a long time. And if you don't know, rainwater is, well, back then rainwater was good for you. Actually, you can probably still drink water nowadays, but I would not trust without filtering. It didn't even filter it. I don't think they did. They might have had a filter, but I don't think they filtered it. Back then, they just didn't care. So yeah, they used to, and they kept going dry all the time, so they had to actually dig a deep well way before I was born, like years and years and years before I was born, like probably 30 years before I was born. And now that well doesn't, I don't know if it works or not. It probably doesn't work because it has no power to it, and it might work if we set power to it. We might have to put a new pump that hasn't ran in like 20 years probably. Come on, Jake. I want to get like a, whoa, I almost fell in the mud. I want to get like a big water tank, like a 200-300 gallon water tank, stick it outside, and maybe build like a building around it, and then have like well water for whatever we want to water the garden with, or do stuff like that. That'd be the ideal situation. Like fill it up like once a year. That'd probably, right now we just use rainwater from barrels, and we actually use the cistern too when we run out of rainwater, because the cistern holds a lot of water. It's good for the garden, but I wouldn't drink it anymore because it's pretty nasty. It needs like pumped out and to drink the cistern now, you'd have to like pump it out because it's pretty nasty. A lot of water been there for years and years and years. It still fills up, but it doesn't the water, it needs like, they let it sit in there too long, without being used, so it kind of went rancid, so I would not drink it. So yay, that's also, I wouldn't mind getting well water, because well water would be pretty good to drink, I think. But we could also like wash cars with it and do that way. We don't use all of our like the city water to pay for it all the time. That's why I said we should we're thinking about getting a pump for it and putting a new pump in and hooking it up and putting like I want to put like a giant like well house, not well house, but like a 300-gallon thing, and then just fill that with water and be done with it. Or even just like a 100-gallon tank and put it outside. Of course, the more water you put in it, I want like a 300-gallon tank, because then it won't freeze in wintertime and bust, theoretically, especially if you like enclose it. But if you want to have your water not freeze, you need more water, because the more water you have, the more energy it takes to freeze. You know what I mean? So that's the idea around that. Come on, Jake. Jakey, I don't know if I can hear cars coming out because it's windy and I can't hear anything. Ugh. Anyways, guys, I'll come back. Oh, now I can tell you about my Switch. I forgot to tell you guys this. My Switch, which has been a whole ordeal over like the last 2 weeks. Basically, I went to play my Switch the other day. The dock wouldn't work, so I was like, okay, it's broken. The dock's broke. So then I ordered a Switch dock for the TV, right? Because I can play the Switch without on the TV, because it's a Switch. You know, you can play it with or without the TV, but I can't stream with it, right? So ordered a dock. It supposedly came in the mail. I didn't see it, so we had to buy another one, which is expensive, because I couldn't get Amazon to be like, hey, I couldn't figure out how to tell Amazon, hey, it didn't come even though it said it came. So someone either stole it in the shipping process or something, because it did not ship in a box that was supposed to be in. Anyways, so I ordered another one. It came finally. Then I went to go plug it in and use it, and it still doesn't work. So me being me, I started testing all the cords and stuff, because my Switch works, right? It was working before. I thought it was a dock because I could plug in my power cord to the Switch. It would charge the Switch. So I was like, okay, I think it's just the dock, right? So apparently now my power switch won't charge anything. It won't charge my Switch. It won't charge the dock, the new dock, because you have to have that plugged in too. And it won't charge my controller either. So everything is just, I think it's a charger, not the dock, which is cool. But now I spent all this money on a second dock, technically 2 of them. It's getting ridiculous how much money I've been spending on this Switch. And if this doesn't work, then it's probably just my Switch being stupid. But I don't think it's my Switch, because it won't charge anything else. So it's not the power adapter either, because I've tried different plugins in the wall and stuff. So it has to be my power adapter, which is ridiculous. My guess is it was using more power to charge the Switch and to play the dock at the same time. So it broke halfway, and then I guess a few more days it broke completely, and it won't charge my Switch at all. And now it won't charge the dock at all or anything. So I don't know what's going on. It's got me all confused. I'm very confused by it. But anyway, guys, I'll come back in a minute once I get to the top of the hill. Hi guys, I'm back with me to the top of the hill. We got giant marshmallows and giant sandcastle, which is not sand, it's actually lime. Looks like sand though. I don't think they can spread it now because they got wet, unless you can let it dry out. Then they need to cover it and then spread it out, because lime does not spread very well if it's clumpy like that. So and that pH area is going to be through the roof now, because that's what I kept it. So that pH is never going to grow nothing again, probably. Come on, Jack, we're going this way. No, we're not going up the road. There's a dog up there, Jack. I hear barking. Giant marshmallows, guys. You want some? Can you imagine how many Can you imagine if it was a marshmallow, how many calories that would be? That'd be like, I don't know, like one marshmallow is like 90 calories. Well, I don't know. How much is a marshmallow? Like 30, 40 calories. So that one's like, what, 100,000 times bigger, probably. So what, like 50,000 calories? You could live off that for like a month. Can you imagine a marshmallow being that big though? I know you can get like the big marshmallows. Here, by the way, guys, have you ever put a marshmallow in a microwave? They expand like crazy. Like, they get ridiculously huge. But yeah, I like marshmallows are huge. I don't know why people like marshmallows. They're just kind of weird. I don't get the. I always thought marshmallows were weird. I don't like the texture of them. They're just big white, like cotton balls, and I don't like the texture of them. I know some people go crazy for it. I I don't get the craze for them. I don't really care for. The only time we ever eat them is when we go camping or whatever, which we haven't done in a long time, or have like a weenie roast outside. We haven't done that in a long time either. The only time we usually do that is on the 4th of July anymore. We can't really do it in the winter time because it's too cold. So haven't had none in a long time. Heck, I don't even think I've even had any on the 4th of July for like the last. I don't think I have none for like 4 or 5 years. I don't know. Marshmallows, man, they're kind of weird. That's like the most American thing ever, by the way. Just a big pillow of chemicals. American food, guys. Chemicals on, and yep, that's American food. Which is probably why America is so unhealthy, honestly. And that's, you don't know why America is actually unhealthy, it's probably the food, because we get like the worst food in the world. Like even other countries that have the same brands we do, like their food is actually better than ours. Like especially our bread. Our bread is so full of sugar, especially because we put sugar in literally everything, because we took the fat out of everything, because every American's like, oh, fat's bad for you. In actuality, fat's good for you, and the seed oil is bad for you. They used to say, oh, seed oil is the best thing ever. Oh, not seed oil, is it seed oil? Like, vegetable oil. Oh, it's the best thing ever, it's low calories, blah, 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 blah. But it's actually not. Like, your body just does not like that. And also, when you fry in it, oh, man, it releases a bunch of toxic chemicals and stuff. Especially if you reuse it over and over again, like they do at like restaurants. Which, if you didn't know, also the reason why they thought that fat was causing heart disease is because the study was done like the 80s or maybe in the 90s, and people was like really smoking a lot back then, like a crap ton. And they didn't think it was cigarettes because that was before like the whole cigarette thing was like, oh, cigarettes are really bad for you. So it might have been like the 80s or 70s, because everybody's smoking like tons of cigarettes and it's like, oh, it's healthy, and that bull crap, which is ridiculous. People even thought that. But because Americans were getting like heart disease at a phenomenal rate compared to other countries because we were smoking so much, and people was like, oh, it's the food, it's not the cigarettes, because they just had to find something else to blame. So some guy did like a crack study. It's like, oh, people that eat, because everyone was eating saturated fats back then, which is like animal fats basically. And it's like, oh, well, everybody's eating animal fats, so it must be the fats, not the smoking, because smoking is good for you. It's kind of ridiculous. And also the whole calorie in, calorie out thing is technically true. Like if you eat less calories, you will lose weight. But where it gets harder is if you eat a bunch of processed calories, your body will be starving all the time, because your body craves, usually when it's ultra processed food, it's usually full of chemicals that make you hungrier. They take out all the fiber, they take out all the nutrients, they add nutrients back to it that your body can't really like process, like cereal, for example. All that is literally just sugar with minerals added to make it seem healthy. Like Cheerios, you can literally, and then your body can't even process like the iron and stuff they put in it. It's literally like raw iron, and your body can't even process it, so you're just eating nothing basically. And also like the fiber in your food is really like ultra high processed food, anything that like comes in a box or anything like that, they take out like all the fiber, which makes you more hungry, because the fiber actually satiates your hunger. And also they add sugar to everything because they took the fat out of everything. So in order to make it taste good, oh, we'll just add sugar to it, make it taste better, which is what they do. And the sugar is like really, really bad. Guys, there's actually a study to where they said like back in like the 1800s, people would eat a half a cup of sugar a year in the US. People eat that daily now. We eat our yearly allowance of sugar in a day now in America. It's kind of insane. Sugar is like the worst. Yeah, you can live off just eating. You can eat 2,000 calories worth of sugar and lose weight or whatever you want to, as long as you're like a calorie deficit. But you're going to be starving to death doing that, because your body will want, because protein and fat really satiate you, which means you eat more protein and fat, and then you need like vegetables just for like, you need some carbs. You don't actually need a lot. People there are actually some debates saying you don't need any carbs at all, but carbs are technically vegetables. So eat some vegetables because it has fiber in it, and fiber keeps you less hungry also. And then it has like macronutrients and stuff like that, which you kind of need. But yeah, if you do that, you will not be so hungry. But the calorie in, calorie out thing is true to an extent, in my opinion, because yes, you can eat, as long as if you're eating tolerant calories, yeah, you're gonna lose weight eventually. If you don't give into the cravings, but eventually your body will cave in, and you will not. It is not healthy, and then you gain all your weight back. Yeah, you could do that for 6 months, maybe, if you're lucky. Not eat like a very low calorie deficit, lose tons of weight, and then eventually you'll be like, oh, your body will just give up, and it'll give into the cravings. Most people don't even give that long. Most people last like a week, or maybe even a couple of days, especially like obese people. Because actually being obese and having more fat on you makes you hungry also, because it messes up your hormones. It's really bad. It's like a really bad cycle in the US. We're already fat, and then we eat food that make us hungrier, and then they expect you to eat less of those foods, which is almost impossible for your brain to, because your brain only has so much willpower. And once your willpower's gone, you cave in and you actually eat more because your body's like, oh, we're starving to death. It's a whole bad cycle. You gotta learn how to break this cycle. And there's multiple ways you could do it. One, you could just eat less processed foods. It'll help a lot. You could do like fasting, or you could just do like hardcore keto or carnivore, which, yeah, cut out as much processed food as you can because it makes you hungrier and stuff. It's kind of insane. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'll come back in a few minutes when I go home. So, hi, guys. I'm back. We got cats everywhere. We got this cranky kitty cat. Oh, my goodness. Why? Don't fall off the couch. He says, I'm not. Oh, my goodness. We got this kitty cat. Don't play the microphone. Stop it. What? Want to say hi to the camera, Tommy? We got Tommy, Fuzzy Wuzzy, Oreo. Oreo. He says, I'm cranky. What, Tommy? My finger? Nope. Want to get this finger? I think it's because the other cat was like, he wouldn't do it. Here, come here. Come here, dummy. Come here. Here, come here. There you go. Play with the string on the door. If you wonder why we have string on the door, it's because of this. They like to play with it. Y'all go nuts with it some days. You can keep a cat in here for hours just hanging a string on the door. Seriously. We've had cats for years, and every cat we've had loved this thing, and I have no idea why. And then you come over and do it, they'll just play with themselves too every once in a while. They just love it. They go crazy for it. Old shoestring, tie it to your door so it can't come off. Hours and hours of joy for cats. It's kind of funny. Anyways. Sorry about that, guys. Ugh, I hope I remember to cut that out. Anyways, guys. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to show you my Switch situation, and so maybe you guys can figure out. If it's not my cord, then it is my Switch, which I don't think it's my Switch, because unless the Switch port is so bad it fried my power cord and it won't work on anything else now. But literally, like, here's this one. I kept this because I didn't want to throw it because $180. There's the old one. Here's the new one, which I know is not the right. I mean, it's the same thing. It's just made by a different company because it's $180 for this. $100 for it, $20 for this. So good deal on that one. I'm not paying $180 for a freaking dock that does the same thing. But like I said, here's the Switch. It will not charge at all. Either this port's broken now, which I don't think it's a port because it was working before, and now it won't even charge. Like, it won't charge that, and it won't charge even it won't charge anything. So I think it's that, which is an easy fix. It's $13 to fix this thing, which is this power cord right here. Right here, it is bad boy. I think this is bad because it won't charge literally anything. Like, I can plug it in this. It won't charge this. I'll show you. See, nothing. Well, no, it just the battery turning on. Well, it might be. Hold on, is it charging? No, see, it won't charge. If it was charging, it'd be on. See, there's no light, so nothing. And it won't charge my Switch now either. So I think it's a power cord, and I think I can actually still use the original Switch dock too, which I have another one now in case that one breaks, which is cool, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'll come back in a few minutes. Hi guys, I'm back. Good new vlog. Didn't do a lot today. Mostly walked up the road, talked about my Switch again, which hopefully it's coming Tuesday. So hopefully it will be here. Actually, it should be here today. Maybe no, next Tuesday. I think it's next Tuesday. Dang it! If it's next Tuesday, that means we're gonna have to do another week without streaming my Switch games, which is insane. I love streaming with the Switch. It's my favorite console. But anyways, guys, I guess I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So we'll roll the outro. Bye, guys. I'm back. If you made this fun video, please watch me. I really appreciate it. If you want to watch more, you can click here, subscribe down below, do all three, do whatever you want. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So whoop.